Hello, welcome to today's quick reading. The theme or the question being asked for this reading when I pulled the cards for the two groups is how do you accomplish your goals, or what do you need in order to accomplish your goals? The initial introductory reading was showing some obstacles, some things that wanted to emerge that didn't feel like everything lined up properly yet. So we're going to pull in some information about what it is that you need in order to accomplish your goals. So please choose a group at this time, tune in, and see which pile of cards resonates for you. I'll go ahead and put a citrine on pile 1 and an aquamarine on pile 2, if you like choosing with crystals. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and skip ahead to, this will be the timestamp for pile number 1. If you chose pile number 1, the pile of cards with the citrine, this reading is for you. This is about what do you need in order to accomplish your goals. I'm going to start with the Medicine Woman cards. We have the 2 of Pipes, the 5 of Bowls, the 5 of Pipes, the 3 of Arrows, the 6 of Pipes, and the 6 of Arrows. Okay, so we have a spread. It is all minor arcana. So it actually might seem a little bit simpler than you think, and it is up to you to be able to direct the energy. So let's start here with the 2 of Pipes. It looks like there's a lot of visions and formulation, like you know what you want. The 5 of Bowls looks like you've tried a few times to accomplish it, but that it hasn't appeared how you might expect. Or there also might be some sort of grief or loss from the past that is keeping you from pursuing a vision that you have. The 5 of Pipes is you're looking and you're searching for something. This could even be in dreams or dreaming, or kind of like random anxieties or worries about things. That's probably your vision trying to manifest, especially if there's any sort of blocks due to grief or loss from the past. There might be like a search just within your being or underneath the surface. Or it could be that you have been actively looking for opportunities and just haven't found the right one yet. The 3 of Arrows, we have a goal in sight. We have the image of a buffalo being shot with the arrow, which would be the goal. And we have the spiritual help. So there's a goal in sight and there is spiritual help being formed. So whatever was going on here did you good. Even if it didn't seem like it, you were able to maybe like gain space and time, or gain perspective, or gain life experiences that'll help you with your overall goal. The 6 of Pipes, it just says to focus on love, focus on nurture, focus on the good feelings and creating positive vibes, and continue the search. Maybe you don't need your arrow, maybe you don't need some of the tools you thought you needed, but continue your search. We have 2 cards here from the Apparition Tarot, the Knight of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. So I think that planning and mental energy is on your side, that you have these creative ideas, or you have whatever you want, your goal. Like you know that that's your goal. You even might know the steps to get there. It just means that you need to use the fire energy or the momentum or movement to push yourself forward. And to be able to, it looks like, have patience and to call in good experiences that'll help support you. Then we have 1 card from the Wild Unknown Tarot, the 5 of Cups. So yeah, there's something that's been in your way emotionally, maybe some sort of depression or some sort of impatience about, or disappointment about the process not working out how you might have thought. So it's time to move that stuff aside, get your goal in sight, call in good experiences, and continue the search. What happens as you do this? We'll read these cards as such from the Shadowscapes Tarot. Six of Swords, rest, relaxation. The Empress, beauty, abundance. Queen of Swords, this is intellectual capability and beauty within the intellect, bringing ideas to life in a way that manifests. And the Ten of Pentacles. This is definitely achievement of goals. This is the last of the Pentacles cycle, and Pentacles are always about material goals or material possessions, material achievements. It's material as in being in the physical world and things that actually appear in our life experiences. So it says like you've already done the work by having these experiences. You're ready to go on to the next stage or the next step with that same goal in sight with new opportunities around you. You can build these new opportunities by focusing on beautiful things, beautiful activities, beautiful people, beautiful images, and keeping focused on what you want. But definitely focus on bringing in positive energy into your life. Do things that you enjoy. And then this is the goal. This is the forward part of this spread. So it says that success is inevitable, but it might not happen right away. Maybe you have to build at it. Maybe you have to really develop the vision step by step, but it's definitely a success. Okay, thank you for tuning in, group number 1. That's your quick reading about how can you get your goals accomplished, or what do you need in order to accomplish your goals. Honestly, just put some of the past experiences to rest, do what you need to do to reconcile and to move on, and realize that with a better perspective and maybe taking time to collect and gather yourself, you will be able to achieve what your original goals were. Okay, I hope everything works out for you, and I hope you're able to get what you need so that your goals can come to fruition. That's pile 1. Okay, pile number 2, group number 2. This is, for group number 2, this is the pile with the aquamarine, and we asked the question while shuffling and dealing the cards, what do you need to accomplish your goals, or to get your goals accomplished? What do you need? We're going to start here with the Medicine Woman Tarot, 9 of Arrows, Apprentice of Pipes, Ace of Bowls, the High Priestess, and Power Lodge of the Pipes. There is some important energy. There's some energy that you've developed already, some routines that you have. Maybe there's some suggestions on how to change your vision. I don't know if you have the right goal. I think that there might be needing to have some introspection, review, and digestion of what has been happening and what you've been doing. Or maybe this has happened already. Maybe you were in a work situation that you didn't like, or maybe you are kind of feeling stuck in some sort of situation where you're not aimed in the direction you really want to go. These are complete different directions here. So this requires a lot of work, like inner work, to figure out what direction is correct for you, or to really make the direction that you desire a priority, because it's going to take some momentum to switch jobs, or it's going to take momentum to switch sites, to switch goals, to find a different place, those type of energies. We have the arrows and the pipes, so it's air to fire. It's more about getting things done than it is planning. It's more about taking action and taking experiences so you can get to know yourself better, and so that you know what direction you really want to go. And that way you're not aimed in a direction that you don't want to be. We go into the water energy. There's a lot of supportive emotional energy with the Ace of Bowls. There's also potential of what can happen as you tune into your emotions, and as you tune into your emotions as a resource and really take time to listen to and take care of yourself. To know how to respond to your emotions in a way that is not reactive, and to be able to handle things with intelligence as far as what emotions come up in your life. The High Priestess here is the seeker. She's the authority of the intuition. That is pointing all to the emotional energy basically being like a treasure trove for you. You might find your desires in the way that you respond to the world or the way that the world makes you feel, and you might find a better sense of direction as you align with your true emotions. And instead of like biting down the bullet and just doing things because they need to get done, maybe tuning into what your emotions are and building a life around that, or making some adjustments so that you're doing things more out of love and desire rather than out of obligation. There's a lot of potential to turn around, but it says that you need to take time to yourself. You need to take time to self-care. You might need to have a retreat. You might need to get out of town, even if it's just a quick drive. There are a lot of things that you can do to recharge and to gain better perspective. But in order to change direction so drastically, it seems like there needs to be some sort of realization of potential of what you can do and plans to be able to do it. We're going to go to the Apparition Tarot. We got the Five of Cups. We got some tears. We got the King of Cups. We got the King of Pentacles. This is like the transformation of the don't cry energy. It is okay to cry. Please cry. It is very healthy. It is a release. If you're feeling pent up or overstimulated, if you are having trouble tapping into your emotions, finding sources that can help you do that are really good. Transformational sources would be like dance classes, exercise, breathing exercises and yoga, things that can get the energy moving. The King of Cups here is almost saying like, no, I'm not going to focus on my emotions because honestly it's overwhelming. And that means that you just need to get to a place where things don't feel overwhelming. And that requires introspection. You need to really be able to like ask yourself what's going on and figure out for yourself the answers so that you can feel better. Not necessarily so you're focused on like money or monetary goals, but that you are feeling better and doing things that you really want to do that interest you, that fuel your passion, and that you love. This is the Wild Unknown Tarot. We have, what is this one? The Four of Cups. There's a moon and a rat. Son of Swords in reverse. Something is hindering your movement. Mother of Cups. Everything's going to be okay. You know, we want to get stuff done. There are people in charge in businesses who don't necessarily know how things go underneath the surface, and they want to control everything. We're moving past that. We're moving away from that. And we're trying to move into a forward energy, but there is something in the way. It looks like we're going to kind of have to think outside of the box in order to get our goals done in this one. So in order to accomplish your goals, you're going to really need to be aware of your environment and making observational changes and bringing new awareness. Maybe doing different activities that you're not used to doing, having the intention to do so will even just start to open up the doors. But even though it's reversed, look, it is going in the correct direction. So what parts of your life do you need to kind of turn upside down or turn around? Maybe it's decluttering or cleaning up your environment. Mother of Cups says it's okay, but this needs to be addressed. Like, you're going in this direction, but you're upside down. Go in that direction in the correct way, and you'll be able to get everything done. Pretty much like that. Leaving stuff behind and moving forward, creating new vision, stirring things up. Let's go ahead and pull from the Shadowscapes. The King of Swords, the Death card, the Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, Judge. Whoa, this is a lot. There's more going on than you think. It's time to change. It's time to make change. Those things that you did out of obligation and those skills that you learned need redirection. It's time for change. It keeps saying that over and over. Something's building up under the surface that needs to be addressed. There needs to be a change in how you go about doing things and how you treat yourself. Are you doing things because society has it that way, or are you doing things because you love them? That will determine what builds up and how it appears here as a tower being struck by lightning. Is it going to be like a focus on love, a focus on nature, a focus on nurture? And are you going to be guided through your own love? Or is it a focus on get the task done, what happens under the surface? You know, like something's building. You get to decide the outcome here. You get to decide how to direct the energies, and you probably already know some of the changes that you need to make. you're probably already aware of it. So I guess in that case, I'd say call in for help. Even if it's just like prayer and intention, that will bring what we give, will attract to us what we need. So focus on light, focus on prayer, focus on goodness, focus on love, call in support, and maybe find new ways of doing things, find new ways of approaching things in the small day-to-day tasks. Yeah, you definitely, there's an awareness of this. This is a very clear energy. It's very singular and it's very direct. So something's coming in, figure out how you want to direct it. So that when this happens, it's more of like a positive transformation on my life rather than, oh my God, what happened? What a catastrophe. I wish I would have changed my way earlier or changed my path. Don't be too hard on yourself. Like, we all go through things that we're learning, and just allow the process to take shape. The fact that you're listening to this, the fact that you're here, that means that you're already on the track or the path or the progress toward good and toward change. But there's definitely, with the Death card, this is full-on transformation. The King of Swords is kind of looking the other direction. We're in this movement. We might not want to be, but there's no turning back now. This is going to happen. So go ahead and focus on what you want to create. This just means that there's energy built up under the surface. There's stress. And how are you going to direct that? Are you going to let stress come in and take over? Or are you going to find a way to alleviate it, find routines that you love that can help you move that energy through and to find balance, to find integration, and to have this be like good goals coming into you, good perspective, good experiences. What experiences do you want to have? Okay, that's it. Group number 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. There is something big going on. There's movement and energy, and it's not bad. It's a lot. There's just a lot of it, and it needs to be directed properly. Mother of Cups says it's okay. Don't worry. Thank you so much for tuning in. Best of luck with everything and with all of your life experiences and directing things to where they need to be so you can get your goals accomplished. I hope this helped. Please like and subscribe and follow if you're able. Support any way that you can. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening.